taking on the Buffalo Bills. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throws the out route. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So he stopped for no gain. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their...
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Allen looks to throw on second down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Good carry there by Fournette, who despite a drop in production, remained a capable back in all facets of the game last season. Finished with over 1,200 all-purpose yards.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Allen. That's to the tight end, Davidson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Ramsey.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
56.
Allen going to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert!
Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, but...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Tua now on 1st down. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Tua going to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. And they'll run here with A-Chain. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 10-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off 52.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From midfield, here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox from 19 yards away. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if it decides.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second and 5. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the Bills are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And off to A-Chain to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
If these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards the tally on the return there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hill left the powerful Kansas City offense last season and really improved the Miami one. A 4th All-Pro nod for the burner and only the 11th 1,700-yard season in league history. Adds a catch and first down to his follow-up campaign there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
All right.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now,
and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw, it's Allen. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Buying time to his left. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So,
and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Tua going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. This offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
21G.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's who is going to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Alert, alert, alert.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
31 yards on the punt there.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move